6 things you need to be aware of when it comes to real estate titling. All right, we ready? First, the use of LLCs when it comes to real estate title. Help me understand what's important there.
Sure. One of the issues, obviously owning real estate is a great thing, but real estate can also be a problem because if people get injured on that property or something happens that results in a lawsuit, the titled owner is going to be the one that's going to get sued. So if you have a limited liability company that is the owner of that property, and it could be set up in a way where it's a what's called a complete tax pass-through, so there's no real tax issues resulting from that. But if it's set up correctly, ultimately that LLC owns the property, not you. And so if somebody's injured or you're sued, the LLC is the one that's liable, not you. So your personal assets, the things that you've worked hard for, your income, retirement assets, those things are not on the table in litigation.
And that's really for investments more than, I mean, that's not really something you worry about with your personal residence, is it? You don't need your personal residence as an LLC. But as your investments, you certainly want to look at that, right?
Well, that's true, and there's really 2 pieces of that puzzle. Number one, there's a couple of different reasons that you don't want to typically own your primary residence in a limited liability company because it does create some negative tax consequences and some other issues.
Right.
But on the flip side of that is that a primary residence, my experience is, and I'm sure you as a realtor, you probably have the experience that most people, when they own a home, they take good care of it because they're living there. Problem with investment property, oftentimes you have renters and third parties living there. They may not tighten, for example, the rail that goes into the basement or whatever, and so, or maybe the squeaky board on the front porch, and when somebody gets injured, you're the one that's going to get sued if you're the one that owns that property, even though somebody else is living there and even though somebody else caused the problem.
Is that as detailed as that slip and fall on the ice on the front porch? I mean, this is getting the ice time of year, right? The renter didn't shovel and put a little salt down, and so their guest at the house I own, if there's a slip and fall, I'm going to end up on the lawsuit, right?
Absolutely.
So there you go, LLCs and the importance of avoiding liability issues. But